This is News Fighters, where we fight the news so you don't have to. With Dylan Behan.
Yes, g'day everyone. Welcome to News Fighters for today, Friday the 1st of October, 2021. News Fighters is a humorous look back at the week in news and politics in Australia, presented by me, Dylan Behan, the La Palma volcano of news comedy. First up, the big news this week as New South Wales announces a roadmap that will hopefully get us out of our LGAs finally.
The date is set. New South Wales to start reopening on the 11th of October.
Sport, weddings, dancing, drinking, even just leaving your own LGA. Life begins at 80.
Coincidentally, Life Begins at 80 is also going to be Joe Biden's re-election campaign slogan. There was one element of the reopening roadmap that the news media seemed particularly fixated on though. See if you can spot it.
Tonight, our journey back to freedom. Holidays, friends visiting, even standing up with a beer in the pub.
10 people will be allowed to visit a home. You can stand up and have a drink at the pub.
And people will be able to stand up and drink at hospitality venues.
Standing up to drink will be allowed inside.
Coming soon to bars, standing while drinking.
And indoors at the pub, you can stand while drinking.
Yeah, that's right. No more sitting down and drinking like a complete loser. Of course, drinking and standing will only be available to the fully vaccinated, though it appears as though there may be one loophole for unvaccinated drinkers.
Places of worship have rules of their own, and the unvaccinated will be welcome.
Which many hope will lead to churches having a happy hour after work on Fridays. Hope you like tiny cups of wine. So yes, Freedom Day is coming in 3 stages from October the 11th, but just don't call it Freedom Day.
I'm not someone who's going to call 11th of October Freedom Day.
But from her deputy,
Freedom Day is only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, those grabs from Berejiklian and Nationals leader John Barilaro there really seem to sum up the Liberal National Coalition well. Don't call it Freedom Day. I will. Okay. It's a bit like also how they handle the environment. We need to do net zero by 2050. No, you don't. Okay. Meanwhile, in Queensland, an outbreak there is putting the NRL Grand Final in doubt.
Around 13,000 NRL fans have been shut out of Sunday's Grand Final in Brisbane because of new COVID-related restrictions.
Yes, hard to believe, I know. An NRL game that sold more than 13,000 tickets. What's the new capacity going to be? 5? 6 people? Now to financial news, and those debt and deficit Liberals are at it again.
Australia recording a $134 billion deficit, $80 billion better off than last year's forecast.
Yes, our budget bottom line is $80 billion better off. Almost enough to pay for that submarine bill we're about to be getting from the French, right, ScoMo?
A defence contractor in France says it's sending you a bill for $66 billion.
Well,
Do you intend to pay that?
I think that's a rather extraordinary claim.
Which coincidentally is also what we all say when we get that bill at the end of Yum Cha that's way bigger than we anticipated. Why, $59 for some pork buns?
I think that's a rather extraordinary claim.
And finally in Sydney, tap water news, I guess.
Could Sydney-siders soon be drinking purified sewage water?
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Us Aussies are already quite accustomed to consuming recycled sewage.
Daryl and the gang are here. Hey, it's 50 years. Sunday, October 10 on 7.
All right, thanks for listening. That's the News Fighters headlines for today. Don't forget to find us on your podcasting app or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Newsfighters Pod. Keep fighting, and bye for now.